Tirthalion, your YouTube psychic. Card of the day. Readings. Unboxings. Your daily source for things arcane.
Hey everyone, it's Tirthalion, and we're going to do our reading today for Natalie Woods. Now, do bear with me. You may hear my space heater, but that's just because it is freaking cold in this room. So, we're going to do our shuffle. Yeah, I can hear myself on my phone, the recording here. So I've got an echo basically in my ear. I can't hear the heater, but it doesn't mean y'all can't. Alright, so I've got a few questions here that I'm going to be asking. These are going to be yes and no questions. All the questions are going to be regarding each person that was on board the yacht when she disappeared, and then when she turned up the next day, floating face down. Now, I did write them down, so you can see that. Alright, so our first subject is going to be Robert Wagner. Now, if you watched the video from Monday, which if you haven't, I suggest you go back and do so, because it goes over the whole story about what we're reading. In that video, I mentioned that I was a huge fan of a TV show starring Robert Wagner at the time that Natalie was found dead. That show was called Heart to Heart. It starred Robert Wagner and Stephanie Powers as husband and wife. It started in 1979 and ended in 1984 and aired on ABC, which was the only channel that we got where I lived, in God's country, in the middle of Kentucky. So, here we go. So, first questions are going to be dealing with Robert Wagner. So, the first question I have written down is, did Robert Wagner murder Natalie Wood? Yes. Now, I will go through and see why. So this first card is basically representing Robert, the King of Wands. Passionate, very jealous. The next card is the situation, the Empress. That is pregnancy, basically. The Empress represents fertility, woman, everything about that. As you can see in the picture here, she does appear to be pregnant. And of course, the animal familiar with her is a bunny. And, they're constantly having babies. The Ace of Swords, this is the obstacle. And this is basically the antithesis of thought. Of course, swords represents mentality, thought. More likely, he was jealous, basically. Conflict reversed. So it appears that he did believe that Natalie and Christopher were messing around. Next question I wrote down is, did Robert mean to kill Natalie? No, it was not intentional. Let's see if I can get anything interesting out of it. No, not really. Just balanced relationship. Uh, not really putting in the effort. The obstacle didn't have all the tools that was needed. Reversed magician. So the next question, was this a domestic abuse situation? Yes. So apparently Robert Wagner was allegedly abusive towards Natalie. Now I need to say allegedly because I don't know any of this for a fact. This is for entertainment purposes only, so nobody can sue me. So, because these people are still alive. Well, not Natalie, of course. Queen of Cups, she was in control of her emotions. Two of Cups reversed, divorce. Ace of Wands, high passion. The Shadow Self, she was dealing with some demons. Not literal demons, inner demons. And the Five of Wands reversed. This one is conflict, reversed, which means he did not want a divorce. Now, was there a cover-up? No. Mm-mm. And the way I can tell this, if in fact you are a new viewer, these are all dependent upon, well, they're all yes or no questions. The way you can tell what means what is if all the cards are reversed or most of the cards are reversed, that would mean no. If most of the cards are upright, like the Four of Wands here, then that would mean yes. Now, we're going to move to our next subject, who is Christopher Walken. Did Christopher kill Natalie? 1, 2, 3, 4. That would mean yes. Were Christopher and Natalie dating or romantically involved at all? That would be yes. There's a child. Looks like here in the situation, because she was in a resurgence in her career. She was a prisoner of her own mind. More than likely, she believed what the king was telling her, or Robert, that her career is dependent upon him. Now, the reason I say she was a prisoner of her own mind is because if you look at the young lady here, her bindings are not tied. So all she's got to do is drop the rope, pull off the blindfold, and she can see her way through the swords. But in this case, she was affected by, the King of Pentacles reversed. Now, the King of Pentacles reversed is petty, greedy, and in this case, he did get victory. So, now the next question sort of doesn't make sense, with knowing that Robert Wagner did the killing. It was an accident, unless, because it said that Christopher was a part of it as well. Maybe it's just because, did Christopher witness her going off the side? Absolutely. Now, at this time, Christopher was little known. So, with Robert having his own TV show, he could have been a pretty powerful individual back in those days. So, does Christopher Walken hold himself responsible? Yes, he does. All right, let's move on to the next one. This is Dennis Davern, or the captain of the ship. In the beginning, it was made clear that Dennis said he did not hear anything. However, a few years ago, he stated that he did hear Robert and Natalie arguing over Christopher Walken, saying that, she was a lot of unsavory names and things like that. So, was he paid off to keep quiet about the arguments? No. Was he paid off to keep quiet about her death? No. Did he witness it as well? Yes. Did he try to extort money from Robert? No. Was he told, were he and Christopher told that they were as responsible for her death as Robert was? No. So our next subject is Natalie herself. Did she accidentally fall in? No. Now, one of the things that I remember from the video is that one of the stranger damages to her person not only was her left arm, but also was the fact that she had a laceration or cut on the left side of her face. Now, Robert was known for, there was this huge ring on one of his hands. I can't remember which one it was. So I'm thinking he probably backhanded her. So did Robert backhand Natalie over the side of the yacht? No. Did he punch her? I don't have enough cards. Give me a second. Yeah, my mom, I remember when I was little watching that show, Heart to Heart, she was like screaming and hollering murder and all these horrible things at the screen. And I always wondered what it was about because I was like 4 at the time, maybe. But I do remember her saying that all the time. Because it was a daily show, I think. Okay. Did Robert Wagner punch Natalie Wood on the left side of her face and knock her into the water? Yes. Now this makes me wonder, why didn't, apparently Dennis and Christopher supposedly saw this, allegedly. Why didn't anyone try to save her? Did Robert threaten to ruin the two men and or their careers? No. So why wouldn't they have saved her? It could be that she was like a mean, evil bitch. I mean, stranger things have happened. Did Natalie have more than one enemy on that yacht? No. Was she a bitch to Christopher Walken? Yes. Was she a bitch to the captain? Yes. Now we all know that the psychic that she saw when she was younger was correct, that she was going to die in a drowning incident, because that's what happened. So there's no need to approach that at all. Well, I can't think of anything else, so what I want you to do is, in the comment section, write down your thoughts on the situation. How do you think, why do you think neither one of those men jumped in there after her? Because apparently they all, or the other two, saw it, but none of the three went in after her. So in the comment section below, tell me your theory. How do you think it went down? I do want to apologize for my hands because it's the winter. We're still in the middle of a global pandemic, so we're using constant hand washing and that hand sanitizer, and my hands are just ate up. So in the comment section below, also leave me a comment. What are y'all using for your hands to make them not so alligator-like? I'm lotioning, moisturizing. I will not exfoliate because my hands are rough enough as is. So don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to comment down below the 2 questions that I asked. What's your thoughts on the situation and your skincare regimen during this pandemic? Don't forget to like this video, subscribe. I try to put content out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. However, with the way things have been going here recently, I haven't been able to record videos because my kitchen table was taken over by my husband's junk. So, I had to come in to the side room and completely gut this room in order to give me somewhere to record so that he can't throw all his junk everywhere. If he throws his junk in here, he's going to get it. Not like literally. I mean, he's going to pick his shit up and put it where it goes. Alright, so thank you very much for watching today's video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in that next one.
Thanks for watching today's video. If you'd like to order your own reading, please visit me at tarotbytirthalion.tk. Don't forget to subscribe to my content.